All right, welcome to day 4. I'm so excited you're here today. We are going to be working on writing effective ad copies today and the elements that make up an effective ad. And then we are going to be inputting your ads into Ads Manager. It's a super exciting day and things are starting to come together. So let's just go ahead and dive in. First, let's chat about writing effective ad copies. So there are several elements that make up an effective ad. What I've done is just gathered what I believe to be the most important. First, when you're writing ad copies, you need to make sure that you are addressing the pain points, the needs, and the wants of those who are looking at your ad within the ad copy itself. And I'll dive into what that means in just a moment. Next, there needs to be a clear call to action. You have to let people know who are seeing your ad what you want them to do. Are you looking for them to download a freebie guide, RSVP for an event, contact you for a free consultation, shop now? You need to let them know what you want them to do because while it might be clear in your head from seeing the ad, what you want people to do, it might not always be clear to the person who's seeing it. Last, it's super important to be testing out multiple creatives. I have so many business owners come up to me and they're like, Jenny, I've tried Facebook ads. They just don't work. I've tried it and they don't work for my business. I get terrible click-through rates, a low number of clicks. And my question for them is, how many different creatives did you test out? Did you try video versus image? Did you try 5 different images? Did you try out different verbiage? There are so many different combinations you can put together and you need to be willing to try out different combinations. So let's dive into the ad copy specifically. This is an example here that I wanted to run through because the text nicely separates out the pain points, the needs, and the wants, and you can see all of that here within the ad copy. So this is for a client that makes keepsakes for the modern day mama. So what that means is they make baby books, baby journals, name cards, baby like pregnancy announcement cards. They make really adorable things for mothers. And so anyway, when working with this client, something I asked them was, hey, why would someone want to buy your product? What need does it fill in their life? What pain points do the people who are buying this have? And what do these people actually want? And this is what they came back with. They said, well, the pain point is that new parents are busy and they are tired. They have a newborn baby and they don't have a whole lot of time to fill out baby books. So that goes into the need category. So they don't have they need an easy way to keep up on the baby's baby book. And what they want is something that's beautiful and timeless that they can have forever to keep their memories in. So with that, we also identified a clear call to action for them. They're looking for people to shop now. And then last, we also decided that we need to try out multiple different creatives. So I want you to take a look here at the pain point, the need, and the want. So this, again, is just identifying whoever is seeing your ad, what is something they're struggling with, what do they need, and what do they want. And the best way that I've found to write ad copies is to address all 3 of these within the ad itself. So go ahead and take a look at this, read it to yourself. Can you identify the pain point, the need, and the want? All 3 of these are encompassed here in the ad copy. So new parents are busy and tired. So recognizing that, you are a busy parent, they want an easy way to fill or to keep up on the baby books. So again, record every moment of your newborn's first 5 years, and they want something that's beautiful and timeless. And we mentioned that as well. So you don't have to listed out A, then B, then C. They can actually go in any order, but identifying people's pain points, needs, and wants, that's a great way to form a human connection within the ad and giving them exactly what it is that they need. Next, you can see we have shop now, and then we tried out multiple different creatives. I actually have a carousel ad going here where we've got multiple different images that people can click through. And for this client, I've also tested out graphics that I've made on Canva. I've tested out video. I've tested out slideshows. So couple things to keep in mind. So what I'm going to have you do is now would be a really great time to go ahead and actually pause this video and spend 20 minutes or so developing ad copies that you can use within your ad. I want you to think about what is your goal? What are you looking to have people do? And develop, again, ad copies based on your pain point, your needs, and your wants. After that, what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and collect any images that you may have or video, anything that you want to use within the ad. After you have all of those things done and ready to go, I'm going to meet you back in Ads Manager. Okay, now that you've gone ahead and collected all of the images or videos that you want to use, you've written out a couple ad copies, it's time to get these inputted into Ads Manager. All right, so when you are in your business manager, so business.facebook.com, reminder that you are going to drop down your 3 horizontal bars and go on over to Ads Manager. Now, a couple days ago, you already identified which objective it is that you want to use in your campaign, so we're going to go ahead and start there. Reminder that you click on the green Create button. And then I want you to select your objective. I'm just going to click on Start Over. Let's say my objective is to drive traffic to my website. Go ahead and name this whatever makes sense to you. And then you're going to click on Continue. Ad set name. I'd recommend naming this something that's specific. So let's say I was looking to reach, again, like those who are interested in ethically made products. Okay. You can leave these for now. Those are more advanced options. We're just going through the basics. Keep in mind, I already created that saved audience. You remember that ethically made audience? All I have to do is click on Use Saved Audience, and it will show up for me. It's ready to go right there. Now, whatever other audiences you made, they will be here ready to go. If you're looking for your lookalike, it will be here under Custom Audience. It's a special type, so it lives over here. Instead of saved, it's living under lookalike or custom. So this would be like if you were doing certain website retargeting. Any of the audiences you made, though, will either be under saved, custom, or lookalike. We're going to go ahead and leave our placements as is. Going to set, you can either do a daily or a lifetime budget, whatever you decided. I'm going to stick with $10 per day, leave everything else as is. And you can click on down to your ad level. Under identity, make sure that your page is showing up here. And if you have an Instagram account, make sure it's showing up there. And this is where you get to decide carousel, single image or video, or a collection ad. Carousel is where people get to click through and see multiple different images. Single image or a video, it's pretty self-explanatory. And collection is good for if you are doing e-commerce, you can create a collection ad, or you're welcome to try out these other ones. Collection is a little bit more advanced though, because you actually have to enter in all of the products that you have and make sure your store is connected. I'm just going to stick with single image for here. And I'm just going to come up with sample text for you for today. Obviously, you're going to enter in what you have, but I clicked on single image. And then you can either browse library. So this is stuff that you have already, either from your page or your Instagram account, or you can go ahead and upload images. One of the awesome features that I love, Facebook actually has a partnership with Shutterstock. And so you can check out all of their images for free. They have watermarks, but when you publish your ad, the watermarks will go away. Let me say, so they have pictures for just about anything. My computer will catch up with me. All right, so it's being kind of slow. I think it's because I'm sharing my screen with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snag an image from my Instagram account. Just going to grab this one here. Obviously spend some more time selecting what's right for you, or you can go ahead, like I mentioned, and actually upload image assets that you have or video assets that you have. We will scroll on down past here, and then primary text. So this is where your text is going to go. Let's see. The image should pop up there in just a second. So this is where your text goes. Okay, and then headline. This is where you need to call out either a special feature about what you're doing or make it, again, very clear. You can treat this as kind of like a second call to action. Let's say I am trying to get people to download a freebie of mine on how to navigate Ads Manager. Okay, I'm just going to make sure my image is here. Oh, I think it's giving me an error because my image, do you see how small my image is? That's just an issue that I have because I chose an image that was really small. Let's see if it'll populate now. If not, I'll just select a different one. It was a pretty low quality image. Yep, it's still not behaving, so no problem. Let's go to free stock photos. I'm just going to grab anything at this point in time. We'll see if this one works. Okay, awesome. There it is. So how to navigate Ads Manager freebie. This is where your text goes. Emojis seem to be doing really well these days. So adding an emoji, make sure it's tasteful and goes along with what you are advertising for. So that's your primary text. That's where the ad copies you created will go. Description. So this is where an optional description can show up underneath. It's not going to show up in all of your placements, but it will show up specifically with the Facebook desktop placement. So this can be a little bit more information. So I'm going to say free video tutorial on navigating Ads Manager. Again, it's optional. It will only show up on the desktop placement. This is where your website will go, wherever you are looking to send them. And then last, we're going to take a look at our call to action button, and I'm actually going to change it to download. Take a look, that shows up over here. So this shows people exactly what I want them to do. They're going to be downloading something. So there are no surprises when they click on it. So there you have it. Oh, actually, one more thing I'm going to run through. Make sure that your pixel is turned on. You'll see here it may be turned off. Just make sure it is turned on. Then you'll be good to go, and it will be collecting any information. Oh, it's throwing me an error message because of my different images I'm using. So anyway, I'll exit out of that one. So when you are finished here, you are going to go ahead and click confirm, and then you will be ready to go. So that is your basic, pretty quick overview of your campaign ad set, ad level, and putting all the pieces that we put together. Tomorrow, we are going to chat about how to make sure you are not wasting money. This is huge. This is probably my favorite day. This is something I really specialize in, is figuring out how it is that we are going to stop wasting money, because we created an ad, but what if one ad is doing better than another? How do we make sure that we are only spending money on what is working best? So what I'm going to do is have you guys pause this, go ahead and put your ads, and then join me tomorrow for how it is that we optimize our ads.